Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, out here in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you in the lab. Let's get this party started. I got a good one for you today, too. Rather than 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and pick them up. I hope you're using them like you're supposed to and benefiting like you would if you did. So let's ride. Appreciate you. Right Thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on for you, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline, daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get you to do just that. That's why I do what I do for you. It's all about getting you where you want to be, like me. Knowing that's it. That's the goal of all right thinkers. All right. The question for all right thinkers to have an answer for themselves. Know thyself is the goal. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, my favorite kind of people, they simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Like most people this time in the morning, but it's okay. I'm here to wake them up with what? Knowledge of self. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I wakes you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Today's lesson is based on having becoming spiritually enlightened. That can only happen when you put the work in and you get what you need done. The magic will happen. It's called the mystical experience. I call it spiritual enlightenment because if you put the work in the mystery is you put the work in. Well founded, well deserved. So when it happens, you wouldn't be shocked. Most people are. Why? Because they don't know. That's my job is to help you out. So right there, let's talk about spiritual enlightenment is what? Knowing, no more believing. I don't want right thinkers believing. I want right thinkers knowing. There's two different concepts. So understand that, please. All right thinkers' goals are to become spiritually enlightened, aka know thyself. If you have God knowledge and enlightened to God, you know God for yourself, you're spiritually enlightened. And guess what? That's knowing thyself. That's reaching what we call nihas. Okay? You want to reach that spiritual place where you are your best self. You are in control of yourself. And more importantly, you know yourself. That's the best way to go. Trust me. All right, let's go. And now, excuse me, as Christians, your goals are to become Christ-like again. And that's the same as knowing thyself or becoming spiritually enlightened. Anointed, Christhood, same thing. Born again, spiritual enlightened, same thing. Again, I'm trying to show you the commonality of what we do, not what we say. What we say, he's saying this, he's saying that. But again, the names, you saying something different, but you both mean the same thing. Understand that. And every religion has a goal for you to reach. And you will be rewarded if you put the work in. It's the same concept. Stay calm, relax. Yeah, I don't have no separation when it comes to being spiritual. If you're religious and you can abide spirituality with your religion, we can rock. But if you're just going to use religion and say, no, I can't do that. So it's always going to be spiritual with me. Right thinking philosophy will teach you the moral principles and ancient spiritual truths that you can live by when daily, and that will show you what you're doing works for you. Why? All you got to do is implement it. With right thinking philosophy, the more you study, the better you get at knowing your higher self, aka getting closer to God. The reason why I meditate is for me to commune with my higher self. When I'm in prayer, I'm giving thanks, and sometimes I'm putting in the corporate prayer for other people, ancestral preaching, or praying for other people. I do that every day. I don't exercise that right, run around thinking like, no, I don't do that. But I go into my personal time and do that. But my meditation time, I'm in listening mode, commune mode, where I shut me down and let the higher take over. That's the beautiful thing. If you can make that part of your regimen, you'll see a difference. When you know, watch this, here you go, no one but God. I call the but God. If you haven't had experience in life where you yourself say nobody but God, yeah, that should tell you there is a God. So don't act like, oh, I don't know what God never did. No, no, no. Pay attention. You'll understand. But the whole point is to when you learn about Him and you, they come together and you and Him will become one. Consciously, you will know who you are and you know you and Him are one. In everyone's life, again, at one point in time, you will have had a but God moment. Some of us have them life changing scenarios where it wasn't for God. Okay, but every moment ain't got to be life threatening. God can save you and present Himself without it being a life or death situation. Mine was He came to me because I was putting in good work. I'm trying to teach my right thinkers. He will make His presence known. All you got to do is put the work in, like the movie Crossroads. If you want to get to the devil, they know just where to go. They know just what to do. Why don't we do that with God? Let's do crossroad with God. Go give our souls over to somebody who can benefit. You can get something from it. Selling your soul for riches and stuff here, that's bushly. That's small. That's little. That's small potatoes. That's low level. Raise your conscience and get better. Talk to the man who stays. All right. Now, when I was putting in my good works daily, years ago, something happened. It's been 10 years now. He made His presence known to me. I've been doing this ever since. So if you tell me you know God, you doing God's work. You ain't got to tell me. I'll see that. But if you want me to believe you you good, you God believer, or you God follower, that don't work for me because I really don't care. Okay. I read a lot. And I read about spiritual enlightenment, becoming anointed, Nihas, having but God moment. If you don't experience these things that you read, what's the purpose of reading? What's the purpose of knowing? What's the purpose of gathering information and knowledge that you're not going to put it to the use? I'm just saying. Now, when He makes Himself known to you, that don't happen by accident. You must have done something. When I hear my pastor say every day, he can't complain because God is too good to him. Okay, I get it. Why? If you doing what you're supposed to do, He's going to do what He's supposed to do for you. So I get it. Now, because of what you do, but God will make His presence known to you when it's good. Okay. The other guy want you for some other reasons. Okay. When I was told, excuse me, when He made Himself known to me because of the work that I was putting in, and I was told my mission was to teach them how to get to me. That word that still get me misty. That's what right thinking was created. For my mission, for my higher self, to me, conceptualize it for myself and put it to use. Hence, that's why I do what I do for you. And right thinking is the birth of that. Let's go. Now, if you have the spirit, and we do because that's God's gift. Do you know spirit means breath? In your book, when he made man, like Coonan does on the potter's wood, he fashioned you out of the cluster of the dirt. Okay, but then all that meant nothing until what? He blew the breath of life in man. That's the spirit. Just a little tidbit. Okay. Now we are again. This is what makes us spiritual beings having a human experience. Spirit needs the body needs the spirit. Yin and the yang, they go together. But when the body runs out, then the spirit have to make a decision. Do it go reincarnate to get another body because it didn't get woke up, it didn't get enlightened, so it can't go home? If it got enlightened, oh, one-way ticket back to where we come from conceptually. That's the concept that I push. What? That's what I follow. If I'm wrong, all y'all who follow my concept, if we're wrong, I don't have a problem with that. This is what I believe. This is what I follow. This is what I did. And if it's wrong, so be it. When I was a drug dealer, same thing. Same thing. So I'm responsible for what I do, even when it's wrong. But trust me, right thing, don't panic. We okay. We good to go. I got you. All right. I ain't gonna be scapegoat, lead you down the road and then let you go. No. Get you where you gotta go, and I'm gonna be with you the whole time. Ain't that what he said? That's the spirit that's in us. It ain't going nowhere until the body ceases to exist. Okay, end the time. Time continues to go on. Man's time is why he had time and space in his physical body. Another lesson. Get back. Okay, here you go. Where we at? Okay, yeah. Our spirit is of God. Again, like the water, drop of water in the ocean, same concept. So we are really gods. We just have to find out who we are for ourselves. Hence, right thing philosophy, hence my philosophy, hence Shita Netta, Semi-Tawi. All these are things to help you discover or find yourself, to know thyself. There's ways to do that. Religion gives you ways also. I'm not complaining. Remember, religious people, watch this, can become God conscious, but not through belief alone. Good deeds and righteous living. I get it. Whatever religion you profess don't make a difference. But those things, that's the criteria that you have to fill. Watch this. The spirit has to be what? Enlightened. When, excuse me. The right thing is you're learning and then living your spiritual truth that I'm giving you. You can fact check them, do them for yourself. And once you put them into motion, once you employ them in your daily life, they become yours. Trust me. All right. Right living. Righteous living was brought on by being spiritually enlightened. You're going to do certain things. Why? That's what you aspire to do. That spiritual discipline keeps you accountable to do the right thing. The spirit has to be, okay, let's see. Now, I'm a spiritual and spiritually enlightened being who is trying to what? Enlighten all other spiritual beings to themselves so they can be spiritual enlightened beings walking the face of earth, not looking for the pie in the sky after you die. Like my man, Reverend, I say by and by. I want mine now. Heaven's a state of mind. Let's become conscious and make it happen for ourselves. Stop with the imagination and going with the dream that somebody's selling you. That well just lie. I'm just giving you spiritual truth. You can take it or leave it. Make a difference to me. Where we at? Here you go. Now, he gave you consciousness, aka free will, to pick and choose what's best for you. Some of us choose to be ignorant, and that's your choice. Again, but the consequence that come with that not going to be to your liking. So it's better to do what you should do and what you have to do than to do what you want to do and have to pay for it. When I made my bad decisions, when I'm out, I got curfew. It's that time, and I'm still trying to do what I got to do. I'm going to sacrifice the consequences for the pleasures now. And when I made that swap out, it never benefited me. So, lesson learned in life. You want temporary pleasure? That's not the answer to the long-term solution. Why? Because you got to be responsible for that action. And if it's wrong, you're going to have to pay every time. You are given a gift at birth, spirit. Now, what you do with it is your gift to the one who gave it to you. Mine's of my mother and father. Made them proud of me. Do the right thing. Spiritually, I got to answer to a higher power. It's not man. It's spiritual. Cousin, understand that. So when you become God conscious, that's who I am, you will have reached the highest spiritual level in life, aka Nihas, anointed Christ. You can't go no higher than that. And on the 7 rounds of the chakra ring, the seventh is the crowning. The seventh is when third eye open up and everything becomes clear to you. The seventh round is your crown. You see that glow in the back of everybody here. You see me glowing. That's because you are enlightened from the inside and you're illuminated. Okay? They called you the illuminated ones. That's where Illuminati come from. Another lesson. But yeah, illuminated means you have knowledge of spirituality and you are enlightened with that knowledge because you live it, you know it, own it, you practice it, you perfect it, aka know thyself. When you and God become one, you are God conscious, aka a master right thinker. Master self, know thyself. That's how it's done. Me just calling you a master right thinker is just personal. But you become spiritually enlightened, that's yours. You own that. Anybody can call it what they want, but your relationship with God is between you and Him. You can serve, again, choice. You can serve your ego, me, self, and live for now and have all the pleasure, or you can serve your higher self, gain knowledge of self, practice spiritual disciplines, righteous lifestyle, and get rewarded for the actions and the deeds you're doing now later. Order for you to get, you have to give. Well, how about selfless service? You're not asking what's my reward. You're not concerned with what I get. You just do help others, and what you get is up between him. He always justified, and he's always fair and just. Man is not always fair and just. Last one. I'm about to wrap it up. Okay, yeah, it's about that time. Now, here you go. Now, to be spiritually enlightened, I mean, you got to put the work in. You got to do some things. Is to know thyself. You just ain't gonna wake up and I know myself. No, it don't happen that way. It's things that you have to do to make that happen. Remember, the difference the definition of enlightenment is what? To know something for yourself. To know it, not to believe it, not to think it, not to hope or have faith in it. No, to know it. Gnosis, that means to know. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual enlightenment is knowing your higher self, aka God. The spiritual part, here you go, is God, your true essence. But without the knowledge of the self, you won't know God for yourself. You might even believe you do. If you're not personally interacting with him, you don't know you. With God knowledge, and you live a spiritual disciplined lifestyle, you are Akus, an enlightened being, a righteous human being living spiritually while in human flesh. Simple as that. That's what Christ was. An enlightened being, anointed one, knowing him, his Father are one. I study to show myself approved to what? To instruct others on the spiritual path of enlightenment. Excuse me. I know for a fact, excuse me, that with daily studying and righteous living, treating and doing people the way you want to be done fairly, that's self-righteous. That's right thinking philosophy. That's you living right and doing the right thing. And for that, you will be rewarded. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's spiritual enlightenment. Trust me. Try it. You like it. I got more. I'll be back. I got to go.